Welcome back to our Cyberpunk Red Combat Zone series, where we break down the essentials to get you battle-ready for the streets of Night City. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting aspects of the game, character cards and building a warband. Whether you're planning your next strategic move or assembling your dream team, understanding these cards is key. We're going to cover everything from the makeup of a card to the types of characters you can recruit. Let's kick off by getting familiar with the elements of a character card using the Street King as our guide. Then we'll jump into the various types of characters you can bring into the fray. First up, let's explore what makes up a character card. Think of each card as your character's ID, summarizing everything from his combat skills to his street reputation. Actions, represented by green or yellow icons. These symbols show how many actions he can take in a game. The colors indicate the action's effectiveness and risk level. Special rules abilities. The Street King has unique tricks up his sleeve, like his mastermind ability, making him a formidable leader on the streets. Equipment. What's a cyberpunk without his gear? If he's carrying special equipment, it'll be listed here, enhancing his abilities or offering new actions. The Street King is equipped with dual pistols, giving him an edge with additional abilities, such as accurate, which could turn the tide of a battle. Name and keywords. At the top, his name and keywords like Zoner, Leader, signal his gang affiliation and leadership status. Street cred. If he's a seasoned veteran, you'll see stars next to his name indicating his street cred, boosting your team's overall status and giving you access to more powerful gear and programs. Cost. Every character comes at a price, measured in Eurobucks. He's an investment in your team's success. The Street King costs 25 Eurobucks, a fair price for a leader of his caliber. Skills. Lastly, his competencies. These skills add bonuses to dice rolls when performing related actions. In Cyberpunk Red Combat Zone, characters can possess 6 different skills, each enhancing the chances of success when performing actions that require these specific skills. Let's break down what each skill represents in the game. Reflexes. This skill is all about quick movements and agility. It's used for moving, climbing, jumping, and throwing objects. It also comes into play when opposing actions that involve shooting or other reflex-based actions. Ranged. As you might guess, this skill is critical for distance attacks. Whether you're sniping an enemy from afar or laying down covering fire, mastering this skill is key to controlling the battlefield from a distance. Melee. This skill is for those who like to get up close and personal. It's used for brawling, fencing, and other forms of close-quarters combat. This skill is also used to counter actions that involve melee combat, making it essential for characters who thrive in the thick of the fight. Medical. This skill is a lifeline on the battlefield. It's used for healing, administering medications, and dealing with poisons. Characters with high medical skills can save their teammates from the brink of death, making them indispensable in prolonged engagements. Tech. This skill is for the tech-savvy characters who can manipulate technology to their advantage. It's used for mechanics, net running, hacking, and countering technological actions. In a world dominated by cybernetics and advanced technology, this skill can be the difference between success and failure. Influence. This skill is about leadership and persuasion. It's used to command, intimidate, and counter actions that involve influencing others. Characters with high influence can sway the tide of battle, not just with their weapons, but with their words and presence as well. These skills form the backbone of your strategy in Cyberpunk Red Combat Zone, allowing you to tailor your crew's capabilities to your preferred playstyle. Now let's navigate the streetwise strategies for assembling your crew by understanding the recruitment rules. Leaders. Every team is only allowed one leader. He's the one who will define your gang's strategy and carry the flag into battle. Specialists. Specialists are very valuable assets to your team, and you can have more than one to diversify your tactical options, but each one will be unique. Non-specialists. The backbone of your crew, you can recruit as many of these as you need and can afford. Duplicates are authorized. Gonks. These guys are your foot soldiers, and you can have as many as your total influence score allows. If your team's influence is 5, you can recruit up to 5 gonks. Just watch your budget. Mercenaries, or mercs, in Cyberpunk Red Combat Zone, are unique models that you can recruit regardless of your chosen faction. They are the wild cards, the lone wolves of Night City, and here's how they fit into your squad. In standalone games, you can include up to 2 mercenaries in your team, offering you flexibility and the opportunity to bring in some hired muscle or specialized skills that might not be available within your faction. If you're recruiting veteran mercenaries, remember to add an additional €5 EB to their cost for each of their street cred stars, as you would for any other character. In campaign play, initially you can only recruit 2 mercenaries, and they must be the basic version. As your campaign progresses and you start racking up wins, you can include more mercenaries in your team without any limit. This allows your team to adapt and grow stronger by bringing in diverse talents from across Night City. And like regular veterans, veteran mercenaries won't cost you extra EB in a campaign setting, so you can bring in the heavy hitters to keep your team on top. So, whether it's for a one-off rumble or a sprawling campaign through the dark alleys of the combat zone, mercenaries can be a game changer, offering your team new strategies and abilities. Just make sure you've got the Eurobucks to afford their loyalty, and you'll be ready to take on whatever the streets throw at you. There you have it, a full briefing on character cards in Cyberpunk Red Combat Zone. As you build your team, remember to balance your budget with the array of skills and abilities needed to dominate the streets. Each character card is a cog in the machine of your strategy, so choose your gang members wisely, and I'll see you in the combat zone. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for updates. Share your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.